it's Shelley from Best Buy's Plug-in Blog, and this week I'm going to build a student's desk. This is the Status Furniture Sullivan student desk. I'm going to show you how I build it and just give you some pointers along the way. To start setting up the Sullivan desk, we're going to need a drill and a hammer, and I have all of the pieces laid out here. This is everything that was in the box, and we're ready to start following the instructions included in the booklet and putting it together. The first step is to attach the sliders to the desk, and this is where the drawer will go. So we're going to do that first. It's easy to find the piece that you'll be working on because they're all labeled with letters. This is piece J. If you look over here, that's piece H. There's G and D, so all I have to do is find E and I'm ready to start. Everything you need to build this desk is right in these bags. All of the screws and plugs and brackets are included. So I've got my two sides ready to put together. This is E and K. So it's always a good idea to maybe have somebody else around when you're attaching a desk like this, because it's kind of difficult to add a piece in the center because you have to hold both pieces upright and then attach these pieces in here, and they can get a little loose. So now I'm going to go underneath and I'm going to tighten the bolts underneath there, and then this won't move anymore. Another good thing to keep in mind is that the drawer itself has the finishing side out. So the finishing side is what you'll see, and if you're not aware of that when you're putting the drawer in, you could end up with the rough side out, and you don't want that. Then your desk doesn't look finished. Actually, sorry, I'll just keep going. Okay, so this is what I have so far. This is the drawer and the lower cabinet. Next, I'm going to attach the brackets that attach the door to the desk. These brackets just pop right into the pre-drilled holes, and then you attach them with screws, and they will attach themselves with more screws. They'll attach themselves with more screws to the inside of the base. Okay. So I've attached the inside bolts to the bracket, and I've popped the door on. You attach the handle just as easily as inserting a few screws and tightening the screws. I like to use my drill for everything, but in here I brought out a screwdriver just because it's difficult to get in there with the drill bit. Next, we have to attach the middle part of the desk. So it slides into these holes with these brackets. It's a good idea to have somebody help you with this part so that you can get it in all the way, and then you turn the bolts inside. If you find that they're not sliding in as easily as you'd like, you don't need a hammer. You can just push them with your hand, and you'll notice that they tighten, and then you tighten these bolts. Desktop, it's the last thing you need to lift into place, and I just have to line up all of the screws. Okay. So then you just push in the center, making sure you line it all up, and the top's down, and you tighten the screws. The last step to building the Sullivan desk is building the drawer. So just like everything else, you just attach everything with a wooden dowel, and you will screw these two in with screws, and you will attach the back bracket, and once that's all screwed in, we'll attach the handle. The base plate of the drawer attaches with nails, so you'll need a hammer for this part, but all of the drawer holes, all of the nail holes are already there and pointed out for you, so all you have to do is hammer them in, and you've got your base. Once your drawer is built, after you've installed the brackets that slide back on, so basically all I did was tap those onto the base of the drawer, and you just roll it right in. The last step is a bunch of caps that you can just pop on all of the silver screws that we've placed all along the desk. Okay. So I built the Sullivan desk, and I found it really easy. It's actually very similar to other furniture that I've built before, and the instructions are well laid out, and all of the parts are labeled, so that makes it super easy for anybody who hasn't done this before. You can find my full review of this Sullivan desk by Status Furniture, as well as all of the other Status desks on Best Buy. Thanks for watching.